Welcome back, guys. While we were gone, we ran over to some places. We did some things. No, just kidding. We just kind of backtraced back.
We left Saturday, went back over Mount Tiger Wolf, and came back to Lennon Camp. And we walked in the inn, and now the innkeeper's on the floor.
Actually, could you click on OBS and make sure that we're recording real quick? Just... Yay! Actually, just leave that in the background. Yeah, just click on that. Good. That'll give us a nice little timer.
Happy there?
I'm very happy, actually.
Are you happy now?
I ate like an entire pizza, some chicken wings.
Wings!
I got the DiGiorno fucking 3-meat pizza.
Alright, so Odessa ran downstairs.
Dude, can we get sponsored by DiGiorno?
Can we get sponsored by DiGiorno? I would love to get sponsored by anyone.
Actually, I would totally like to get sponsored by like a beer company and just like get to drink and play video games.
I'd be happy with a sponsorship from Fleshlight, in all honesty.
Okay.
We could be sponsored by Bob's fucking Dick Burgers. I don't care.
Oh, did you hear about the... Okay, there's this place in Colorado called Illegal Pete's. No, yeah, it's Illegal Pete's, I think. And the store owner is, like, getting a lot of shit from the Mexican community that's moved in recently. And they're like, what the fuck is this shit? How can you have this laying around out, like, on a billboard even? And the guys are like, it's a reference to a novel that I read back in college. And Pete's my name.
Alright, so Odessa ran ahead of us. After she discovered that the inn was attacked by the Imperials, we came down here. We killed some Imperials. Oh! Oh shit, what was that? Fuck it, let's hurry.
I don't know, reassemble into one person so we can get the fuck out of here.
Let's talk about the scream we just heard.
I mean, granted, if I heard a scream...
I'd stop and talk about it?
A little bit. Like, you'd go like, what the fuck was that?
I would investigate, to be in all honesty. I suppose curiosity did kill me, so...
In your previous life.
I was never a cat, because I fucking hate cats.
But I don't think that that's a fair thing to hate
Oh
them.
shit, something happened to Odessa.
I think it's fair why you hate them. I don't think it's fair that you hate them.
No, I fucking hate cats. They're
like,
awful,
you're allergic
stupid.
to them.
Yes, but they're also awful, stupid, terrible creatures. I hate them. I fucking hate cats. Even if I wasn't allergic to it, I still wouldn't have cats around because I fucking hate cats. I hate cats.
How can... Okay, granted, I don't like a lot of cats. That's actually my least favorite part about them, is how inconsistent they fucking are. Because you can have, like, a really, really nice cat. You can have, like, a cat that, like, is around babies all the time, and its ears get pulled out of its fucking skull, and it's like, I love you, bastard! And then you can have this spoiled-ass cat that gets, like, pampered its entire life, never sees the outdoors, and is an absolute fucking asshole! That's what I don't like about cats.
I hate cats, period. Thank you.
I don't like them in that
Lady Odessa, you're bleeding!
Oh, no!
What have you done? Without you, the Liberation Army...
Libertarian.
The Libertarian Army... I'm so sorry, Victor. It appears I have chosen to be a woman rather than the commander of the Liberation Army. She saved a kid, by the way. I know you missed that part. Because you're too busy talking about cats.
Well...
I couldn't let that child die. I'm a failure as a leader. Don't talk, Odessa. It'll reopen your wound. Because apparently your wound is in your throat.
Hair in your mouth. Shut your fucking pothole.
Hirsch, will you come here? Give me some of that Hirsch. I have 2 requests. 1, stick your dick in my mouth. 2, here's an earring.
Give me a Hershey kiss.
Yeah. First, give this earring to a fellow... Give this earring to a fellow called Matthew in the village of Sika.
I'm sorry, my own pun killed me because I didn't realize.
He's over here He's literally rolling around. I kid you not. He's literally rolling around.
I have a bed on a futon. A single-sized futon. Well, the futon fits a queen-sized, but I have a single bed on it. Like, If anyone can imagine that, I'm sitting in possibly one of the most awkward, like, looking setups ever, but I am so comfortable. This thing's a pillow top, and I love it. Oh my god. Soft caresses.
My other request, please throw my body in a garbage disposal. Into the stream there. But why? I can't do such a horrible thing. She didn't ask you to fuck her corpse, man. Calm down.
Do I have to wait until it's cold?
Thank you, Hirsch. You understand me, don't you? Vic, fuck you. The Liberation Forces find out that I'm dead, the movement will lose faith and die. That is why you must keep my death a secret. Our tiny newborn hope must be kept alive.
God, that noise.
I know, it's...
I sure hope it doesn't show up in the recording, but that one sounded kind of cool. It's like...
That was a Kenny G noise. It was just like shitty flute.
Wait, he doesn't play the flute. Isn't it sax or like tenor sax?
He plays all sorts of shit.
Really?
He is known for sax, but...
Yeah, like... No, no, no. No, 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 no. Like, yeah.
You are the Kenny G of Let's Play channels.
I don't know what that means. Am I good? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know if I've been complimented or not, but
that's a horrible thing. Nobody wants to be fucking Kenny G.
Of anything?
Of anything.
You're like the Kenny G of Kenny G.
Kenny G doesn't want to be Kenny G. Kenny G wishes he was Kenny Loggins, and Kenny Loggins wishes he was dead, so... Alright, so...
Doesn't he hold the record, though, for, like, the longest toot on a fucking saxophone? I don't know if it's called a toot. That's the technical term?
Fucking technical toot. Please show to name this episode Technical Toot, please.
Technical Tootie. Reporting for duty.
Alright, so the Liberation Army is scattered. Our leader, Miss Odessa, ate some shit and died.
A lot of people have died. A lot of good people.
I know. Now we're trying to cross over the fortress of Kawaba.
Like, every new place is like a new place for a person to die in like every single spot.
We're just gonna kill off as many people as possible.
No, like where some games have a boss, we just like kill a person. It's celebratory, really.
Yeah. Just sacrificial lambs.
Sacrifice him for the next level. I mean, if I have
So we're making up names. Grimo's gonna be Roy. She's gonna be Maria. You don't look like a Maria. What did you say?
Fuck off, Victor.
I guess I'll be Stolkheim Reinbach III. How's that sound?
I feel like you're really good at pronouncing German and that you might be one of the Hitler clones.
So I get to pick my name. I could be Masamune, Pisuke, or Stolkheim Reinbach IV.
Dude! The reactions! He's like... Victor's gung-ho for it. He's like, you're my son!
Alright, so we're sneaking across the border here. We're gonna see what happens.
I've always wanted a kid. Just...
Hey, you! You there! Me, sir? I'm just a poor jube vendor with hungry kids waiting at home. Not you. The little runt. You. You look like that fugitive Hirsch McDowell. It's Hirsch McDowell, man. So here's General Ein Guide. What's the matter? My face is very long.
He looks like a orangutan.
I thought this young fellow here looked like Hirsch McDowell the fugitive. Hirsch? You there? Show your face. Uh-oh, if Lord Ein sees me. You! I've had it with your shit, bitch!
Always causing trouble, and completely useless too. Now they think you're a fugitive. You're pain in the neck, even when you're doing nothing! Sir, if you find this boy suspicious, I'd be glad to lop off his head right here now.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hold your shit, man.
Don't worry. I can't be thought of the whole armoring of you. You prepare to die. Whoa, stop. Whoa.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. Fucking calm down.
Calm down, man.
Think about it, Rosh. McDowell's son wouldn't be dressed like a beggar. Jesus. You all may pass. My ass.
Don't worry, he's got a cape like everybody else. It's fucking fancy cape land. We live in fancy cape land.
Damn it, you didn't let me do it.
I thought I'd take care of your father. Forgive me, young master. Even though we were in danger, I went too far.
I struck you. I didn't mean to do that.
I'm ready for any kind of punishment. You can even cut off my head.
I struck you.
Whoa, no big deal. Safe passage is all that matters. Hirsch has a big heart.
And now he has a big boner. He likes getting hit.
Unforgivable. I understand, Gremio. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, buddy.
Every single time that he's like, young master, like, all I can think is he's like, senpai. Like, every time. He's like, oh, senpai. I'm so sorry, senpai.
Actually, we're gonna... Do we have... We do. Time for some pro tips, boys and girls.
Ooh.
New enemies here. We got some
We're
birdies.
getting the D pro tips. We're getting the pro tip of the D.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. And to anyone watching this that probably knows Damien, everybody can cringe
shit.
right about now.
Oh shit, he say some shit.
Oh shit, we had our first death.
Wow, these guys are kicking the crap out of me.
Is it because they're birds? You don't like birds, do you?
Birds are filthy, disgusting animals, but that's not the problem. I keep missing my attacks, and they're relatively...
Jesus!
That's some fire for you, man. Remember we put that fire crystal on her earlier because she needed that fucking fire.
I got that fire!
That was harsh. We're gonna come up here real quick and rest.
That was Hirsch?
That was Hirsch. It's a harsh. God, go in the door. It's harsh on the Hirsch.
Dude, quit being so Hirsch in my ears.
God damn it! That being so Hirsch in my pussy. You're breaking pussy.
Oh my god! So I was on a call today, and like I was probably talking to like the sweetest girl I've ever talked to in my 2 years of working at Ruff, and I was talking to her, and I was like, "Oh, and what's most important to you when you're considering a college or university?" And I hear Derek in the back, and he's like, "Getting that pussy." And I'm like, I just about fucking lose it right there because she was so sweet. She's like, yes, sir, and like calling me sir all the time, like totally S in the D. And
well, you know, it's not really S and the D unless she's calling you daddy.
No, I will never. I don't think I'll ever enjoy that.
Don't like being called daddy?
I can't say that I do. One, because, well, I don't have a child that I know of.
One, I don't have a child.
Yeah. And two, that just seems a bit weird in the first place. Even if you are a father, like, ooh, daddy. It's like, what? Yeah. It's, what are we...
I think you're...
I don't think it plays out right in my head.
I think you're overthinking it.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, daddy, as in, by the way, flying squirrels.
What? Ooh, shit. They're dodging too. Oh my god.
Oh, and they gave me bucket status.
What the fuck is that?
I have
What the fuck is a bucket?
It lowers my accuracy because I can't see. I got a bucket on my head.
Your bucket head.
This game has a couple unique stats effects. One of them is bucket. The other one of the other ones is balloon.
Oh,
if you get too many balloons, you'll fly out of battle.
What the fuck? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, he's totally like the blue-black Jace of this car of this game. Just fucking wipe out your entire dick, man. I mean, dick. Yeah, you dick.
Alright, so we're gonna go to the Great Forest here real quick for some pro tip.
It still blows my mind how fast you run after you get your little whirlwind shoes.
The Holy Crystal?
Yeah.
Well, we were lucky to get it earlier, otherwise we'd have to wait a little while before we got it.
Well, like, the Holy Crystal just makes you walk around like you got the Hershey squirts.
Well, there's a certain there's a certain character later you're gonna really enjoy that, I think.
So we're gonna pump him up with that, and then he'll just be Superfly?
Well, he kind of comes with initial,
Speed boost or something, or?
Yeah, you'll see. Alright, so I can't go to your iron, just making sure.
Gremio.
Alright, so we're not supposed to be... Oop, I mean, not walking there. We're not supposed to be here till quite a bit later.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because this is just like a later place. So we're gonna...
Get our asses ripped open by some later dudes?
Well, we're gonna hit him with hardcore magic.
Damn.
They can't handle the magic. We're gonna jump up some levels here. 13 to 18.
Jesus!
Yeah. See? That's that level scaling I was talking about.
I don't...
Sometimes it works in your favor if you do it right.
See, we're looking at somebody who, once again, has played this game how many times?
Oh, way too many.
Exactly.
Multiple dozens of times.
Hell, I remember, I did my first run through Pokemon Red as an adult. I haven't touched the game in like years. I played on an emulator back in high school, and I think that's the last time I played.
Jesus, they had emulators while you were in high school?
Yeah.
Well, I keep forgetting you're younger than me. Fuck.
Yeah. Like, way younger than you.
I know. It's weird. The generational gap shouldn't be existent, but it is. It really is. And it's kind of weird.
Well, remember how fast technology has jumped anyways. What is normal to us now is, like, fucking ridiculous back then. If you handed somebody, like, a copy of, like, Halo 4 back in 1992 or 1994 when this game was made, you'd be like, here you go. They'd be like, what? Would never leave their house again. Until the technology had caught up.
Sort of, but without the practical application of the current technology, you wouldn't be able to play the game anyway.
No, I'm saying, like, not just the... I'm not just saying hand the disc. The hell do you think I'm trying to say here? The game, as in the package of the game, as in the thing that runs the game. What do you think? I'm expected to just throw an Xbox disc at him and be like, here you go, bitch.
Well...
Read that shit.
No, this is actually... What I'm getting at is this is something that's been discussed many times, which is, like, you can send technology back as much as you want. They wouldn't understand it. So sending it back is really, really pointless because they would never be able to comprehend what you have sent back.
What do you mean? Picking up a controller and fucking playing it. What's... We're talking 1994. What is there to not comprehend?
I mean, that's a small gap of time, so they might be able to. But it's like... It's a technology paradox. Like, if you send better technology back in the past, you can change the future by putting better technology in the past, right?
No.
So you create a time machine, and then you send technology back through time to
advanced technology
yeah.
of previous generations to boost around now.
Well, the thing is, like, that can't work, or we would have had it.
Okay. Me and you have talked about this before. I get the paradox. If it could have happened, it would have happened by now. But there's the question of, at what point would you be able to receive something? Me and you have talked about...
I know.
Different methodology as well.
Oh, yeah, we've gotten to the whole quantum thing. But there's even more to it. And I'm leaving it out here because I'm partially paying attention to what I'm doing here. But
how dare you?
I know. The thing is, there's a certain point in time where you send back, advanced technology, and it's just completely infeasible.
No, because they talk about this a little bit in Star Trek, even, where races can't interact with somebody until they at least build like their first warp drive.
Yeah.
Like things along that line, where you can't hand it to them until their race has shown that they're worthy. And even then, during Star Trek Enterprise, they say that humans didn't even like do it on our own. We had a lot of help from the fucking Vulcans, who went out of their way to hand us that technology, practically. It's...
Yes, but what I'm saying is, like, okay, you're getting too far ahead in the sense that, like, you're, like, talking about futuristic things that don't exist. I'm talking about today's technology in the past. If we say an iPhone 5 or 6, whatever the fuck we're on, what is it? Are we on 6, 5?
I don't pay attention, because remember, I'm not the... I hate Apple.
I don't own a cell phone, so...
We hand them a Nokia.
You get some fucking flip phone.
Give them a Windows phone.
Alright, so...
Or a Zune.
Okay, so... when do you think the first, like, legitimate cell phone came into existence?
Legitimate in the sense that we know now?
Like, what time in history would we, like... Would it be late 90s that we had cell phone?
I think the first real phone was the Razor. You remember that? It was the flip phone. It had... I think that's when it really,
it's not a question of the type of phone. What I want to know is, like, when do we have, like, cell phone towers?
Oh, we're talking about that stuff, where you couldn't even send it back because it wouldn't be compatible with the other technology around it. That's a cell phone.
No. What I'm saying is, if you sent back an iPhone back to when cell phones first came around.
Yeah.
So they had the technology to actually use the phone. Mm-hmm. They wouldn't be able to replicate it because we had it advanced enough in technology to replicate the technology. It would neither advance technology nor enhance the phone because they wouldn't be able to replicate it because they wouldn't understand the parts.
You don't send them the end product, though. You send them, like, the die to a processor. Like,
but it won't matter because they haven't advanced that far in technology.
They can, though, that fast. If, say, Haswell chips, the Intel Haswell chips, they now show what the dies look like and stuff like that. And they show the processes. If you just hand over the technology like that through a blueprint level thing that they can use, because it's not like they don't have the raw materials to put it together, it's just the know-how. And if you hand through the know-how through schematic, if you have the schematic, you can totally just about build anything as long as you have the raw materials.
But the thing is, no. Yes and no. It depends on the gap of time. You can't... you couldn't send back the information on how to build a computer back to World War II. They have the raw components, but they could never build it because they don't have the technology up to par to do the job.
What was the gap then? The realization that instead of using vacuum tubes, you could use silicone? Because silicone acts that way.
Just the whole process. I mean, look at the evolution of the computer. It started out as big as this fucking room, and then...
But that's what I'm saying. The transition from vacuum tubes to silicone for the
yes, but they had to go through all those processes and get to the point where they manufacture the products in that manner. You couldn't send it back that far and expect them to be able to manufacture the product that way.
Okay. A different example. If we're going down the computer road, you hand down the... Okay. You hand down the executable for this version of C++. Every version of C++ is made with the version of C++ before it.
Okay.
It was based off hex, and... Well, I don't know if it was based off hex. This is where it starts getting a little bit fuzzy. But C is based in other language that made C. And made... When you do this, it means this in this. And it keeps going farther and farther back through there. If you hand that back along with, say, the how-to book of programming, The mathematics have been far swept for a very long time.
But you were talking about something within the same field. You were talking about point A and point B on a timeline in the same thing. What I'm saying is, if you have technology from here and you try to send it back here, it's not going to work because they don't have the level of technology that we have here, and they're not going to develop it. They're not going to be able to develop it any faster to make it. It'll take as much time to get to that point. You see what I'm saying? It takes as much time to get to the point as it has, that it will. Like, you can't advance technology and make it advance faster by putting it back in time. Having schematics for something doesn't make it more feasible to make.
To make, yes. To understand, no.
Yes. I'm like, they can probably understand the idea of the thing. I'm just saying that they won't be able to advance their technology any faster than it will advance itself. I
still think that it would at least give it a little bump start.
I really don't, because you're not talking about innovation. Like, nothing is like being like spontaneously innovated so far ahead of its time. We don't have like Da Vinci's and shit that are creating things that won't be made for hundreds of years, because everything that's being made is only
now is cutting edge.
Well, the things that are being made as cutting edge right now are being made because we have the ability to make them.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, we should make this cell phone, and then we're gonna wait 100 years to fucking have that cell phone made.
Yeah.
Nobody 100 fucking years ago was like, oh, we should make a fucking cell phone. There was no Da Vinci 100 years ago going, oh, we should make a fucking cell phone.
Wait. How old is how long ago did Tesla do his work on radio transmission? Fuck.
But what I'm saying is that's an age of inventors.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't had an inventor in a long time. The last inventor we had made the fucking squeezy mop thing, you know, the ShamWow. That's what.
Are you talking about that motherfucker? I don't even think he comes up with... No, he gets handed this stuff to, like, sling out at people.
No, not the guy on the commercial, you jackass. I meant the last invention that was invented was the ShamWow. That was like an inventor sitting somewhere going, I have an invention! Yeah.
It's better than a chamois or a towel.
It's a ShamWow.
Yeah.
Alright, let's focus on this so we don't have an 18-hour-long episode. So we went and saw Dessa's brother Matthew, handed him the earring. He won't accept it. He's like, fuck that bitch. I don't like her. She went and did what I told her not to do. I told her not to get involved in war. She got involved in war. Fuck her. Alright, so we're kind of frustrated. We don't know what to do. All of a sudden, soldiers show up to his house.
Fuck those guys. See, they needed to hand you the double twist. That those guys are actually the good guys.
So, Matthew runs his school.
Yeah.
In this little town.
Oh, he's running this school, man.
The Imperial Army shows up and they're like, you know what? We're going to either fucking take this kid or take you.
Take him, I don't want it.
He's had it with war. He used to be like a tactician back in the day. Killed a lot of people in the formation of this empire. Yeah. This is known as the Scarlet Moon Empire, by the way. They don't really mention that, but that's the name of the empire, Scarlet Moon Empire.
That's the over-the-top thing that, like, if we had the manual and everything, they would tell us.
Sort of. I think that might have been added later in the lore. They built upon the same lore in each of the games.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's because they don't want to be too expositional. They don't want to be like, welcome to this moon empire, even though you've lived here your entire life. Hirsch.
Yes,
the
but
level of
very rarely is something created with all of its lore built into it.
I mean, unless we're talking about, like, fucking Tolkien here.
Yeah, that's a dude who created everything.
Yeah.
And he didn't have to build on himself, he just built it all.
Yeah.
But, like, you look at any popular series right now, like, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you that fucking J.R.R. Martin didn't fucking sit around and make every single detail of that story in one sitting. He's built upon... Okay.
I like to imagine that... Well, obviously it changes from single books, but there are times when it doesn't, and it's really fucked up. Like, what was it? Recently, J.K. Rowling, she came out and said that she was sorry for making Ron and Hermione a thing. That they would need shitloads of fucking marriage counseling to make it work in the first place. And it was because she was set so hard in the very beginning to make them a thing that she completely forgot that their dynamics wouldn't allow for it. And she apologized.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know.
Don't apologize for your own, like, creative stuff.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people hold her very heavily to the Harry Potter thing because it's like, it's my childhood. Meh. This doesn't make sense. Meh. And then every once in a while, she's got to be like, yeah, I know. Moving on. You gonna watch the next movie though, right? But no, they also. But sometimes it frustrates me. Like I gotta agree with Gus here. Man, I totally scoot pooped that one up. Scoot pooped. No, I didn't have sex with that. That's what scootly pooping is. Sorry. I schmuckered it up even more. Hurt. No, I gotta agree with Gus Serol on this. Is that I was mad when I found out that in Breaking Bad, the pistol that he has, when he has it, they don't know what that he's gonna do with it later. He just has it.
Yeah,
and it's
but sometimes you build on what you create, even by accident. You still build on it.
No, they said that it was like an intentional thing. They were like, okay, he needs to have a gun. It's been too long for him to not have a gun. What the fuck is he gonna do? I don't know. We'll figure it out next episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Sometimes you just put something in there, and then you build on it later.
Yeah.
They put all this stuff in here. They made this game in this region of the world. So when they make the second game, this region is already established, and they build another region north of it, technically.
Kanto, Johto.
Kinda. Pokemon is actually built that way.
Yeah.
You know.
Very much so. In a very like unapologetic level.
Alright, so this episode we are not getting any gameplay done here. Let's catch up. So he's Matthew Silverberg, Odessa's brother. He decided I never would again be involved in war and killing, but not Odessa. She chose to fight for her beliefs. How did Odessa describe me? Just as a man in Sika named Matthew. I see. I guess she never forgave me then. Odessa told me that a powerful man who doesn't use his power is a coward. Yes, I am a coward. I'd rather be called a coward than have to bear seeing that awful sight again. Even if it meant being rejected by my own sister. Awful sight? Watching people die for my own actions, friend and enemy alike. But today I have realized something. Even if I close my eyes, the world will not disappear. From now on, I will strive for what Odessa was striving for.
Some deep shit, yeah. This has got to be my favorite character so far.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Victor's awesome, but I like a little depth. Though I think did they spell Matthew like an asshole?
Mm-hmm. Yes, they did.
Oh, wow.
Alright, so he's telling me that she gave me the earring to come here because she really wants me to be the leader of the Liberation Army. And I'm jumping on board. From this moment on, you are the leader of the Liberation Army. Henceforth, I shall call you Master Hirsch.
Master! I wish I would have named him Bader now. Damn it!
We'll get a couple more opportunities for some humor in that regard, so keep that in mind.
Oh, damn it.
As your military surgeon, I may offer you the first piece of advice. To revive the Liberation Army, you must recruit volunteers, people who are dissatisfied with the Empire. And to do so, we need a headquarters.
Man.
You're right. Too bad the hideout is burned down.
Wasn't it?
I'm thinking of something... Yeah. I'm thinking of something much bigger. I know they burned
down the
fucking
sewer.
sewer. I'm thinking of something much bigger. A place that can withstand an attack by the Imperial Army. There's an abandoned castle in the middle of Lake Torin that I would believe would be perfect for our purposes. Why don't we make for Kaku a town on the shores of the lake?
Because the idea of collapsing the tunnel did not apply here. I'm sorry.
He said he has to give the children a year's worth of homework.
What?
Gremio just asked him why he wasn't going to join us right away. He's like, I have to prepare a year's worth of homework for the kids. And this is where we're actually I'm going to save it and we're going to cut it here because we've been going forever and busy talking with our fucking technology talk.
Yeah, I do like it though. Oh, one final technology story. I want to state my pet peeve here. I do not like touch screens.
Oh, that's...
No. I like an actual keyboard, and I like to actually touch the keyboard, and that's why I have the phone that I have.
We'll get into that next time.
Fuck it.
We'll pick up with touchscreen technology and our journey into the castle in the lake.
Man, you really want to cut this bitch.